Hi guys, it's Paul again from my art YouTube channel. Okay, so day 2 of my work with Annaghmore and Eglish regeneration scheme. Hope everyone's well today. This will be going out live on Tuesday. Obviously everybody's still in lockdown. Hope everybody's well and safe. And I just thought on this page now, yesterday we did a street art panda. I've changed the page completely. I've got an A3 pad here. I'm going to do all sorts of fruit and veg with characters' faces on. So I'm going to start, because obviously Eglish and Annaghmore have got lots of orchards and fruits, particularly apples. I'm going to do an apple, skipping, and a banana skipping, okay? So I hope you guys get involved. I've had quite a few new viewers today, which is great. Yesterday's day one video, which is a street art panda. That's got at the moment 46 views. Let's see if we can beat that tomorrow with this one. These are dead easy to do, so have a go if you can. Every day on these rubbers I'm just changing the day number so you guys know which day we're on. So this is day 2. So we're going to start off with a tiny little apple. So I'm just going to do it really faint, so that it doesn't really show up. We're not going to go over this with a fine liner, I don't think. Okay, so we've just got to get the curve of the apple right. This is going to be a green apple. Hope everybody over in Northern's really happy and safe today. Please let me know in your comments if you'd like to see any other kinds of illustrations. I can have a go at doing anything that you ask for, really. Okay, so there's his little leg. I'm going to go around here, and we're going to have another leg. It's going to come down here like this. Okay, like that. All right. And we're going to go right the way round in a minute. We'll just miss out a tiny little bit for the stalk at the top. Okay, you don't have to do this as a perfect circle. Most apples aren't perfectly circular. Okay, as you guys will probably know if you live around orchards. There we are. I suppose you could turn that into an orange, anything that you like fruit-wise. Just be creative about it, really. Okay, so we're going to have a little curve here, like that. There's a stem. Probably going to do it a little bit thicker than that. Okay. What I'll do is might leave that in pencil. It's quite good in pencil. And okay, so now I'm going to do the face when we finish colouring in. First of all, I've got 2 greens here. So I've got an apple colour really here, and we're going to go darker, slightly darker green around the outside edge. Okay, so I'm going to start with shading in. If you can join me in shading, you can always pause the video. You're going to have shading in. Sometimes I'll draw the line. If it's slightly darker, I'll draw the line first, and then I'll shade up to the outside edge. Try and go in the same direction if you can, if you're new to colouring in things like cartoon characters. It's a good rule of thumb, really, to be going in the same direction if you can. Okay, so this is nice and well, not dark, but it's shading in nice and firm there. Okay, now what you want is a bit of this going round the stem. Okay, so we'll colour this in darker around this top edge. We want a bit of a curve here. That's it, like that. Okay, now we're just going to turn this round the corner like that. Okay, but we're going to leave a little bit of that white, tiny section of that white. Okay, and we'll try and get the curve like that. All right, Now, we're going to go dark around this outside edge. Dark around this outside edge. Really fine there, because the light is shining onto the face here. Okay, this is going to be quite light. Okay, I'm going to darken this section off slightly. Okay, and then when we come into this section, it's got quite a dark belly, if you like, of the apple. Okay, there we are. So we're going to carry on with this. Now, key thing for the legs is one leg comes into the body and the other one is kind of hidden behind. Okay, now I'm going to do that with a fine liner later on. Okay, so if you're going round here now, we want this to be a little bit lighter. Okay, there we are. Okay, so I'm going to change colour of green now, and I'm going to go this green across here. Okay, now we're going to try and keep it curved now, this lighter, well, it's actually a darker green, but I'm just not pressing on as hard. Okay, so we're going to go slightly lighter here, and then we're going to go over it again with the other green. Okay, but I want to leave a section white. Okay, so I'm going to leave this section white here, just to show that there's a little bit of light on his face, right, when you actually draw his face on. Okay, now that's about as much of that green as I want there. Okay, maybe a little bit more through here, maybe a little bit through that middle section there. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my other green. Okay, now I want you nice and light on this one. Now you can do this with felt tips if you wanted to, but it looks better with pencil crayon, I think. So what the idea is now is you don't see any white. Okay, so what you want to do is just go over this with this green, and it darkens it off slightly. Okay, so we're going to go over this green here. Now you'll notice some of this is lighter than others. The bits that you're going over that you've already done darker will be darker. The bits that are lighter, like this bit in the middle here, because it's white, it'd be that more bright shiny green colour. And the two of them look pretty good together, I think. So it's just a matter of playing with your colours now, really. So we're going to go over this bit. And this is where the more time you take on this, the better it'll look. Okay, because what you don't want to see any of the white lines behind, the white space behind, if you can help it. Okay, so a little bit of lighter green through here, all in the same direction if you can. Okay, all in the same direction. And then we're just going to have a couple of dark green patches on this in a minute. Okay, so there's the apple. It's coming on nicely now, actually. Now, I don't think I'm going to rub out this pencil line around the outside edge. You could do if you wanted to, but I'm not going to bother, I don't think. Quite like seeing the pencil. Okay, so there's your apple. Now, what will really bring it to life now is if you've got a peachy colour. Okay, I'm going to do a peachy section here, and these are for there and there. Okay, and what we're just going to do is bring in that little bit more here. We're going to have the eyes just above these. These are like really cute cheeks on the apple. Okay, so now what you're going to do is either get yourself a black felt tip or a black fine liner. I'm using Stabilo fine liners 0.88 that you can get from Amazon. Really good. They're £4 for 10. Really good if you're ever going to do animation like this. Okay, so we'll have a circle like this, small. Okay, but you'll miss a little bit out there. Okay, if you're really young, you might try and get a parent to help you do that. Okay, so that is about right. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Okay, on the other side, you're going to have the same kind of thing. Try and get the eye the same size if you can, or thereabouts. Okay, now we're going to go with a tiny little circle in the middle there. There we are. Okay. So that is exactly how I want it. Now the smile, if you put 2 dots where you want the smile to end, okay, and then we're going to just join the dots up, so we're going to have a nice little smile like this. There we go. Okay, now you're going to go over here with either your felt tip or your fine liner, or a pencil crayon if you want to, a black pencil crayon, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so you're going to over this like that, and possibly just maybe one of these lines down there like this. Okay, now we haven't got arms yet, so I'm going to draw the arms on. So you want one arm like this. Now it's really cute, small arms. So we've got an arm there, and then we're going to have another arm coming, curving up from here. Okay, there we are. Now, what you could do is you could then get yourself another fine liner or a pencil crayon, and you want a rope. So I'm going to do this with a pencil crayon. Probably better off using a fine liner, a red one. Okay, if you can help it, if you can get one of those. If not, felt tip's good, but it's a bit thick. Okay, now you want this curve to go over the top. It's like a skipping rope now. Okay, so we're going to go over the top like this, and then it's going to join there, and there we have a little apple skipping. So this is like being healthy, if you like, eating 5 a day. So there's the apple, and what I'm going to do is to draw out a banana next to him. Okay, so I'm just going to move these out of the way for a minute because I want to use this space. So we're going to do the banana as if he's jumped up in the air, okay? And he's actually skipping, so he needs to be higher than the apple that's on the ground. Okay, so first of all we'll do the banana shape. So we'll have it here, and he's going to go, he's a lot taller than the apple. So this is the banana here, okay, and we've got a little bit of a curve here for the edge of the banana, and he'll go up like this, okay. And what we need to do is finish this off at the top with the top of the banana, like that. Okay, so that's what he's going to look like. Okay, now we're going to colour him in. This is going to be, we actually probably need to put his mouth in first. Okay, so we'll get his mouth and his eyes in the right place. He's really happy on this that he's actually skipping. So we're going to give him a really happy smiley face like this, okay. And he's got 2 teeth like this. He's got 2 teeth at the bottom. Alright, and then we're going to go peach for the tongue. So we're going to go over the top of there with the peach. Behind the teeth. And then we're going to go red on the inside of the mouth. Okay. So you just need to probably use pencil crayon on this if you can, rather than felt tip. And you can do these characters bigger if you want to. It's quite a bit fiddly if you do them small. Okay, so that's the character's mouth, and then we're going to go yellow. So I've got like a lemony yellow here. Gonna go now. Just be careful with this that you don't touch the pencil line on the outside edge because it'll smudge then. Okay, so we've got this yellow, and we're going to blend it into a darker, like orangey yellow. Okay, just for this outside edge here. So we're going to go all the way again. Just watch his mouth because it's pencil. It'll probably smudge a little bit. You don't really want that. Okay. Well, actually, you can have bruises on the banana, can't you? That wouldn't be a problem, really. Okay, so we're going to go... I'm doing this quite quick now. You guys will probably take a little bit longer on these. I'm just trying to make sure that the video is not too long. Okay, we're already on to 16 minutes. Here we go. So I'm just leaving that edge there. Because I'm going to just bring in a little bit of this orangey yellow here. Okay, I'm going to blend it in. So this is quite a bright kind of orangey yellow colour. Okay, I've also got a different yellow that I might just use a little bit of, which is again quite a lemony yellow here. Okay, so we'll just bring that yellow in, maybe. Okay, just to blend it in. That's a little bit darker than the lemon colour that I've already used. Okay, now, just to make it a little bit more authentic looking, I'm just going to a little bit of grey, this bottom edge here. Just a little bit of grey over the top here. Just to make it look like it's not bruised, but it's got a bit of detail on it, okay. A little bit of grey down this outside edge. You could use a pencil for this if you wanted to. Okay, that's looking good now. Alright, happy with that. Okay, so, just a little bit of grey over there as well. Alright. As he goes down here, you might just bring this grey across a little bit, like this, okay. Sometimes bananas have got a few little lines on them like that. Okay, so now we just want 2 little, I'm going to match the eyes here, so we're going to have a little eye there. Okay, like that. And we're going to have a little eye over this side as well. Try and again get the same size. There we are. Now we're going to go around this mouth with a black fine liner. Okay. There we are. And round the teeth as well. So we're going to go around this tooth. There we are, that's good. A little bit thicker line on this outside of the mouth, I think. Looks better. Excellent. So he's really happy that he's jumping, skipping. Now all we've got to do is put the legs on. So we're going to do legs like the same as the other legs on the apple. Try and get the curve, similar kind of curve. Okay, like that. And then he's actually got his arms going down and round. Okay, because he's holding his skipping rope. And we're going to do a little blue one on this one, I think. Okay, so what you want to do is get quite a dark blue if you can. Okay, again, pencil crane's fine. What I would do is just sharpen the pencil crane so it's nice and sharp, ready to go all the way around the edge now. Now, because he's jumping, you're going to do the skipping rope. Got the end of the skipping rope here, and then we've got the skipping rope going this way. Okay, and you want it not too far away from his body. We're going to have it around the outside edge like this. Okay, and it's just getting that curve going so that it joins the other one. Perfect. Okay, now in order to show that he's in the air, what you could do is you could do a little bit of a shadow. So you want an oval like this. Okay, on the inside you want a slightly darker grey, and on the outside slightly lighter grey. Okay, if you can, like that. Okay, but you don't want it too perfect. Alright, and then this character under here, the apple, just going back to the apple for a minute, he's stood on the ground, so you can have that shape underneath him. He's touching the ground, okay? That's it. There you go. Now if you wanted to, you could do on this, again, just to match the apple, you could do a couple of peach circles for his cheeks, his rosy cheeks. And there we are, there we have day 2 of June for my friends over in Northern Ireland in the Portadown area. Annaghmore and Eglish regeneration scheme, and my good friend Andrea Littlemore Cullen Littlemore, Littlemore Cullen, can't remember which way round it is, and now Andrea. So hope everybody's okay, and yeah, we'll do some more fruit characters, fruit and veg in the next few days, and we'll just put some more across this page. Hope everybody's well, and see you very soon. Take care, guys.